No, ini bara.
Welcome. Basically, lot of lala me along is cool, man. That I can really relax.
What the madam?
Yeah,
What the madam?
Yeah.
Let them do somebody.
That's fine.
Grand Villa.
That's fine.
Slowly. Yes. No.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people are basically me along because they relax. So it's basically that I can understand.
Nina from SO1. Nidia, Nena Grand Villa. It's the best guest house in the Gambia.
Beji andika Grand Villa Guest House. Na labungol bebe senyaring adum na bungol bebe nyarandiring coming ibela fila ila suwe taranyame. Ntel Grand Villa na kiliano la lafino wale mukamwati ntel kang. Na ye sabati Grand Villa yela kodo na fa kalamuta.
Oh man, this is like a paradise.
I know.
I so much love this place.
Thank you.
Trust me, I love this place.
You can move somebody you're watching what?
Yeah.
Captain Jang and you to Gambia. Grand Villa.
I tell you. I love this place. Okay.
Yes.
I love this place, man. Oh yeah.
Ni lefta na kuo keso sotola. Futama Oljuntum Paradise Estate. Mbaya kumandiroke 7527-218. Wale futana website auto www.grandvillaguesthouse.com. Grand Villa Guest House.
Do you live abroad and want to build your dream home in the Gambia without risking your funds and family ties? Do you want a household name that is trustworthy and efficient? A name that will continue to give you updates on the project from the beginning to the very end with videos and pictures? If your answer is yes, then worry no more. Boss Construction and Asset Management is here for you. If you live outside the Gambia and want to build your dream home, then this is ideal for you. Just reach out to Boss Construction and let's start building the dream home into a reality. With Boss Construction, the difference is clear. We give you value for money. Some of our services includes the following: construction management, building equipment rentals, rent management, purchase and leasing, asset management, and many more. For more information, please contact 282-4945. Better still, send us an email, bossgambia@gmail.com, or you can also visit our website on www.bossgambia.com. Boss Construction, a name you can trust. Boss Construction and Asset Management, keeping families together.
It's your girl Sally Jo. Come on, hey, it's your girl TZ. Hey, back with another exciting episode of the playlist, your favorite show. Today I have Usainu Onjai, aka OOZ, double O to the last letter. He's my guest today. Born in the Gambia but raised in Silver Spring in Maryland. Will be having a conversation with me about his career today. He's been away for a very long time, but back to represent the culture in the Gambia. Stay tuned. Let's take it away.
I told my niggas this is it. Now it's time to get rich. Moolah, moolah, cha-ching, guap, guap, gula, gang, gang. What it do now? Shout out to my shooters. Moolah, moolah, cha-ching, guap, guap, gula. This is it. Now it's time to get rich. I mean big money business, big money business, talking big money vision, big money living. Moolah, moolah, cha-ching, guap, guap, gula, gang, gang. What it do now? Shout out to my shooter. This is it. Now it's time to get rich. Hey, I've been stacking and I love it when it's all piled. Nothing to it lost now, I done learned to compound. All in a year's time, I done kept a clear mind. No bad mind, forward only year mind. Your only guarantee is the casket. We ain't never had shit. Now we ballin' like we got our taxes. Third time's the charm, now that's a hat trick. I'm on the corner intercepting all they passes. Quick flips, take it back home, pick six. So patriotic, man, they thought I enlisted. So many wanna see me fail. See it in the face, ain't hard to tell. Though I'm moving state to state on big wheels, no CDL. When I left the country, the love was enormous. First go around, I really couldn't afford much. The blessings came poured up like the rain down in Florida. Burning through the pounds, blowing euros in Europe. Gone. I told my niggas this is it, this is it. Now it's time to get rich. Moolah, moolah, cha-ching, guap, guap, gula, gang, gang. What it do now? Shout out to my shooter. Moolah, moolah, cha-ching, guap, guap, gula. This is it, this is it. Now it's time to get rich. I mean big money business, big money business, talking big money vision, big money living. Moolah, moolah, cha-ching, guap, guap, gula, gang, gang. What it do now? Shout out to my shooter, this is it, this is it. Now it's time to get rich. Moolah, moolah, gang, gang, what it do now? Shout out to my shooter. I say moolah, moolah. I say moolah, moolah. Guap, guap, gula. Gang, gang, what it do now? So shout out to my shooter. Moolah, 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 moolah. This is big money business.
Usainu Onjai,
Yes,
aka OOZ,
yes.
double O to the last letter.
We here.
Welcome to the playlist.
Thank you.
Good
Thanks
to
for
have
having
you
me.
here.
Thank you.
And how's it going?
Man, it's going good.
I understand it's been 5 years since you last came to Gambia.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah, so how are you getting familiar with things around you?
I would say like things didn't change, but a lot has changed this time.
A lot, like what?
Yeah, a lot has changed.
Well, I'm gonna say the traffic.
First the
Yeah.
traffic, the country is very overcrowded. But at the same time too, I see a lot of growth and I see a lot of people working, especially young people. And with the music wise, I see a lot of artists growing, you know, like I've seen certain artists from, you know, literally just nothing to something in a good way, and I love it, you know. So
Who's your favorite among all the artists here in Gambia?
all the Gambian artists, I'm not really familiar with everyone, so I'm not gonna really say, but
who are you familiar with?
ST, Jizzle, G, Attack, you know, just a few new ones that I heard too.
Yeah,
But
so basically these are
KS, you know, shout out to him. I
Yeah,
just heard his
KS,
new song,
Vibe.
Hussein. Yeah, it's a lot of artists, man.
Nice. So I'm glad you know some of these artists.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Will you be considering doing anything with them?
I would love to, you know, just the thing about like creativity is like you don't rush it. So if like the time permits and we're all in a creative space, I would love to. And I'm also gonna reach out to, you know, see
Right.
how everyone's schedule is, and you know, if we can do something before I leave.
So how long are you here for?
I've been here about 2-3 weeks, and I have about a week or two left.
Oh wow. Hope you had fun.
I did.
What did you do most memorable during your stay?
So my son and my wife is here, and it's my first time, like, just having my son here, you know, it's like, I left here when I was a kid, and then coming back and watching him just being, like, in awe of everything, and just, like...
It reminds you of your childhood.
Yeah, it just reminds me of, like, it's like I'm watching myself all over again. That part has, like, been the most, like, fulfilling part. And just being home, like, it's...
Right.
There's no place like it. Just
Okay.
as soon as
So
you-
can you kindly tell the viewers who Usainu Onjai, aka OOZ, is, how was growing up like for you in the Gambia? Because I understand you've been, you grew up here and later moved to the US when you was 9. So can you tell them who OOZ is and how growing up was like for you?
Well, Usainu Onjai, OOZ. I grew up here in Gambia, Fajara. I moved around a little bit too. I also lived in Latin Kundal for a little bit. Surprisingly, I actually lived at Yundumona Barracks too for a little while before I left out. I left here when I was 9 years old. Before I left, I was at Ndos Comprehensive. I left when I was 9, and I think when I first left, I was gone for about like 6, 7 years.
Wow.
And then after that, like, I came back, and I remember my first holiday. almost wouldn't have like never come back home just because it was during the summer, like Taminoet, all that, and the experience was just, it wasn't good. Like my second week in, I had malaria, and
Oh wow.
I was like, I'm ready
That
to
wasn't
go.
good.
Yeah, so like the following year, I did the December holidays thing, and like I was like addicted.
And then you
Started coming like
coming.
literally every December, and then over time too. Like I started getting into the music back in Maryland, and then coming back over time. At that time, there wasn't really no like big music scene here, so just started, going back and forth and mixing the two. And it's like, no matter how long I'm over there, I always love representing where I'm from because that's what makes me who I am.
Right. So how did OOZ get into music?
Man, I don't even know how to explain that one because I never really thought I would do music just because, like, I love it so much, but I just never really pictured myself as an artist when I was younger. But like we had that conversation earlier that Wagan, which is actually my cousin, he had started a label, and it's funny, my brother that you're talking about, Muhammad, at the time, him, Wagan, Banky, they were like in charge of the label. Wagan was the CEO, Banky was in charge of the marketing, my brother was in charge of just like the day-to-day meeting with everyone. And through that, he just heard me freestyling one day. He's like, what? Because I usually I'm always by myself, just doing what I do. So he was surprised. I was just having fun. He's like, we got to go to the studio. He called Wagan, we went.
So that means you've been writing before you
Yeah,
actually started singing?
just, it was like for fun. My best friend that I grew up with over there, BK Dub, he used to make beats, and we used to play around on a karaoke machine and, just rapping because we loved the music, but it was nothing really. I was like, I never really saw myself like doing that just because like I've always been reserved, a shy person, and at that time like I hated like school plays and all those things. Like, get me out of there. So like, I don't know, it just happened. Like I went in the studio and it was natural to me. And then after I did my first show, I remember like Wagan booked this at this spot in Gaithersburg and just threw us into the lines. And after that, it was like, all right, let's get it.
So your brother convinced you and was like, hey, I think you're good. You should do
Yeah,
this.
my brother was like, let's go to the studio. Now he wants me to stop. But that's a whole nother
Why? He's the one that pushed you to
Yeah,
anyways.
exactly. But I mean, like, it was, I'm not going to say he just saw something in me that, at that time, Wagan and them saw too. Wagan couldn't believe that was me when he let him hear. Like, he's like, nah, that's not OOZ. So after that, we were like a big family, man, and we just started.
Did you know Ace that time? He was in US as well.
No, I'd met Ace over here.
Okay.
Him in bars when they kind of like had a crew.
Yeah, because he's been doing music there, and I, heard he was very popular there in US back then when he was doing music.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I met him. I met Ace over here. Like I think one of my first early trips. He's one of the first few like artists I met apart from G.
Okay.
Ace, yeah.
Right. So why rap out of all the genres?
That's what I love out of all the genres. Like I listen to everything, but I love rap. Like it was in my surrounding. That's what I grew up around. It's like, for example, like a lot of people, like even when I'm here, they might hear me talk with like, oh, why you sound American? No,
You really do.
Yeah, but I've been there for about 25 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's outside of like before I even started coming to Gambia. Outside of my family, I didn't know any Gambians. Growing up, like in the neighborhood that I grew up with, it was just me and a bunch of different.
Yeah, well, 25 years automatically make you.
So the rap thing is just that's what I grew up on. Since I was a kid, going to school, at school, we used to like fight over Biggie and Tupac. Like it was,
So when did you actually take the whole rap scene serious?
We were on the radio in DC, which was it was actually like a big thing because it's harder to get on the radio over there than here.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know about it. It was like Wagan and Becky them didn't tell me. And just going back to like my neighborhood and people like, yo, you on the radio? Did you get signed? Whoop-de-whoop. And they loved it and, we just wanted more. So it was more so like at that moment, I just knew. I was like, all right, I love doing this. People believe in me. You know what I'm saying? And
so that was when you formed One Tribe, or?
No, One Tribe was already formed. But like in the process, like when One Tribe was formed, I was more so in the background, just being a student, Even on our first project, Beneath the Underground, which was like a compilation project, I think I only had like 1 or 2 verses. I didn't even have a complete song, but it was by choice. Like we were in the studio every day, and I didn't record every day because I still felt like I needed to work on my craft at that time. So I was more so doing homework, just going in the studio, watching everybody, and like being a sponge, just listening and learning.
Okay.
And then from there.
So was this the time you released the is it Blackface?
That was when I released the Blackface Black Tape. That's when I felt like, okay, like I'm strong enough on my own as far as like musically to just release a full project.
Yeah.
Like hit the studio. So that was, I want to say, like 2 years after, because what happened was One Tribe was short-lived because Wagon left and came, and slowly after, I think Banky came over, and it was short-lived as far as that aspect, because like I tell a lot of people this, basically like what I had with my team, because we made a lot of noise in Maryland and DC in like a year and a half, because like when you look at even the growth of like the open mic and all these things, it's like people don't realize like how much plotting and thinking and goes on behind the scenes. But like I appreciate the growth, because I know that, all right, if let's say for example, if Wagon and Banky stayed and we had One Tribe, like we would have been on all of us.
Wow. So
like
it's going to be like an Gambia open mic in DC.
Even bigger than open mic, just One Tribe as the label, like we would have been in the industry by now, because we had something where everybody played their role, and like everybody knew their role and played it well. From my brother to Banky to Wagon, everyone just played their role. The artists were just artists. Like we didn't know nothing. We just go to the studio, come on stage, and
all right. So Blackface Black Tape featured 17 songs. Why Blackface Black Tape?
So Blackface was the name of me and BK Dub is my partner. That was the name of we had our group in One Tribe. One Tribe was big, so.
Was you representing black or?
Nah, we just like, I don't know. It's like one of those things. We were younger too, we just felt like that was the best. Like, cause Blackface was this racist thing, that white people did, and we just like, we're both African. He's from Sierra Leone, and we wanted to take it and like make it something else. Like.
So did you encounter any racism when he was in?
I mean, I have, but not at that point. So much, what I'm saying? Like when I went to school in Tennessee, but we'll talk about that. But going back to like the Blackface Black Tape, that was just us feeling like that was the best representation. And for me, it was the first project literally like after the transition of One Tribe, and I wanted to keep that floating. Even though I didn't have my team, I was like, I want to keep it floating, and we're gonna represent, like Blackface is gonna represent One Tribe, and that's why we did that.
Okay. So can you give us one freestyle from a song, a rap in the Black Tape?
The Blackface Black Tape?
Yeah.
Whoo, you setting me up. This was a while ago, but let's see. I'll just give y'all like the hook from 100. Okay. I say 25s, 520s, 10 10s, 250s, 101s, and the Benjamin is 100. Always kill them at my shows, man. I kill them with the flows when it comes to the, I don't probably 100.
So that was dope, by the way.
Thank you.
Right. So after the Blackface Black Tape, you released another song, like Si Yenen La Denika. I mean, you kind of speak Wolof in that song. I mean, did you do that in US or back in Gambia?
No, actually, with that song, I did it in America, and like that's the song that I would say got me at that time like familiar in Gambia, and even like started getting me shows, and because actually I did that song in like November, I believe, and then I came in December at the time, and the day after I came, we performed it at Christian Council, and I was like, I was shocked, like literally everyone was singing the song. I was like, and this was before social media, so it was like you can't really gauge these things at that time, so like I was very surprised because it wasn't my first time coming, but it was like, whoa, but I guess everyone too was surprised just the fact that I was speaking Wolof, and that's why I actually wanted to do this. I was like, I'll be on some different. I was like, wait, I gotta do something different. So
like how do I followed by Chill Suicide, deaf shit and all that. How did you feel? Do you mungas like all of sayomba?
Well, I'm not like all.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Why do I like try put let's say like rap say all of me? Just smoke that deaf mostly. It's just me having fun, like
right.
But I'm not like all of.
Okay, but it seems like in Gambia here, people are taking you know, rappers singing, rapping, fusing it with the local language more than just 100% going, you know, all English, all ghetto, all hardcore. I mean, do you think you have a spot in the market here in Gambia if you were going to consider rapping straight in English?
No, and I mean, you're right, and that's what like CNN La Neca was actually at the time, because I remember doing it, and that the reason why I wanted to do that, even at the time, it was more so like strictly Olaf rappers, like like Maslabi and all these people, or like even Ace,
like Born African,
and then it was like Ace and DLC, and they were like straight English. So even when I did that, like I said, I was just having fun. And now coming back to like what you're saying, I'm not gonna go all the way in, but I'll just gauge it. You know, if I feel like, you know, it's necessary, and I'll try to do like certain tracks that I'll just cater for here, like I did then. That's something that I haven't done lately. You know, that I kind of want to get back to.
Okay. So in 2016, you Park Mali, aka Smokey Killer, you know, started an entertainment called GGG. What more can you tell us about this? What is GGG? Well,
GGG is Get Guap Gang Entertainment. Guap meaning Hollis. And like, we started that because it was like a gap, you know, Pac, me, Pac, and G, like, you know, funny, when I was here on holidays back in the days, we used to do a lot of music together, you know, and God just had it that he ended up going to the States, and when he went to the States, he ended up moving to Maryland, about literally like 10 minutes from me.
Yeah.
So the same thing happened, you know, we ended up going to the studio again a lot, and after a while, we were like, yo, it only makes sense, because like we both knew what we were doing, we were good at it, and at this time, we're like, yo, let's put this thing together, fix our mistakes, and everything we did wrong, let's do it right, and handle the business. So we decided to form something together because, I mean, if he's on, I'm on. If I'm on, he's on. Like, that's my brother regardless. So we started Get Guap Gang, and, you know, we've been pushing Pac heavy. So I think, like, he's been dropping, like, a lot of work, you know. Probably has like 3 or 4 or 5, 6 mixtapes out in the last 3 years and about 30 videos on that side, yeah.
Wow. So how many videos do you have so far?
I like, to be honest, I really just went back like super active this year. It's like what I was telling you, I was building my team.
Yeah, because you took a break, right? I mean, what was the reason?
Like a lot of things. Like sometimes it's just personal, and then even as an artist, like sometimes you get frustrated and you're like, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. So went through that phase, but then like honestly, like after doing this, the best thing is like you're only as strong as your team. You know what I'm saying? Like even the times when you're frustrated, you're just frustrated because like your team isn't strong. Like I said in one trial, when everyone was playing their role, like the train was running smooth, because then the artist can just be an artist. But when you're the artist trying to be the manager, the program director, the producer, like wearing 10 hats at once, like you're gonna get frustrated because everything's done halfway.
Wow.
Like so, the last couple years I just been building my team, you know, making sure. So now I have like 2 or 3 people under like my new management. I have somebody in charge of my branding, like all getting set for 2020, you know. So even everything with last year was more so me just releasing music for like my core, like people that like really mess with me, because I didn't even really promote most of my singles until my last one, Mula Mula. It's like the first like official single video that I released last year. All the other ones were just like surprise releases. I just dropped like 2 or 3 videos. I think I did, which one was it? Give It All I Got, and Gotta Go Get It. Those were the 2. We just shot videos, released it. But then when I did Mula Mula, by then like I had, you know, the management on, the branding, and it's more so now we're like in a trial and error spot. But to get things like in motion this year where it's just like super smooth. Everybody knows their job, and that's it.
So you're ready to get going, you know, just collect it.
Yeah.
Hip-hop was born in USA.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and you have the likes of all these big artists. Like, I'm not sure whether Tupac was alive when you was there.
Yeah, he was alive.
He was alive? Yeah, you have the likes of Tupac, you know, Nas, DMX, those days. I mean, and you were doing music. You were doing hip-hop.
Well, I was like a kid then at that time.
Oh, you was like a kid then. Yeah, so, I mean, how does it feel being around where hip-hop was born and you being an artist, you know, but not getting the actual fame that you need. Considering you're in USA where rap was born, you know, you get all the connection with all. I mean, people would think if you're in America, you're a rapper. You know, you would have connections with all these people. But seeing that you did not, how did it feel?
No, I mean, it didn't feel no type of way because, you know, saying it and actually being in it, it's like a whole different thing. Like, people forget there's 350 million people in America, you know, so.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to have a breakthrough.
Yeah, and it's not even that. It just goes back to the same thing that I was talking about before, you know, like, you're only as strong as your team, especially in a market that's, like, super competitive. Like, super, super competitive. And then, like, let's say, like, you know, think about it. Like, I'm in the D.C., Maryland area. Even in my area, the only major artist that ever broke out of there was, like, Wale. And right now, you know, at this moment in the last year, it's been, like, a lot more artists coming out because we're more so like in a time too where you can be independent because of social media and all these things. Whereas before, to really be out there was label driven because you had to invest millions of dollars. Like, this is the music business.
Yeah.
So it costs a lot to do a lot of things. Like, to even, let's say, a radio run in America, it might cost the label $1 million.
Wow.
Like, for a number one single, you know, it's not free. People don't just get number one singles, but it's a lot of things behind the scenes that, you know, people, we only want to see results. That's all that matters. So that's why, like I said, I had to go back, build my team, and make sure that things are handled right. Because even when I was on the artist end, I didn't realize a lot of things on the business side that had to get done before. Like, it's basically like you're taking a step C and forgetting A and B.
Yeah.
So, you know, just mistakes, trial and error. So now is that time where we learn.
So are you ready for the music business now?
Oh yeah, now it's the music business straight.
Right.
Like, before it was like the music. I love it, and I didn't like. I have a business degree, but I didn't apply it to my music.
Exactly.
Because I love it. When you love something that's different,
right?
Yeah. I got, you know. So it's like now it's more so like the music business. So you sit down and you realize, okay, we're doing A to get to B to get to C, so the result can.
And how do you intend to do that?
That's
like, put the degree you have in business management into your music.
I don't believe in a degree anyway to begin with.
Why is that so? Well, why did you? Why did you go to get the degree then?
I don't regret going to get the degree because the experience and everything. I just don't believe that the value of it is overrated. As far as just like a bachelor's business degree, like if I was doing something more concentrated like finance or you know, I wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer or anything, but just a business degree. I mean,
you think street smart is better than all
No, it's not that. I just feel like once just the business degree there's no value in it to me. That doesn't mean it's right, but because business is a day-to-day thing. Like, you know, you can go sit down, read the books or whatever, but then you start your company. I mean, the basics are supply, demand, asset, liability. You knew that before going there.
Yeah.
So everything else is more so like business law, and these things change. So, like, for example, someone was like, if my son wanted to just go get a business degree, I'd rather give him 4 years of like experience at the business.
Rather than going.
Because I feel like he'll learn more than just getting a business degree.
Right.
To learn.
That makes sense.
You know, so that's all I'm saying.
So you've been collaborating with Pac Mali a lot. Apart from him, who else have you worked with in USA?
US, well, I work with a lot of people. Legacy, Pac Marley, of course, like you said, Sino, Regis Marcellus. I did a song with this well-known battle rapper a couple years ago, Murder Mook. I've done a song with Hell Rel from the Diplomats some years back. In the US, who else? I don't want to forget nobody. Saba Sounds, Say Who. A bunch of people actually, you know. It's just been like right now I'm not focused most on the collab thing because like I'm drawing out a game plan. I want to release a couple EPs this year with different sounds. So whenever we do the collabs, it like has to make sense. With Pac is more so in-house, like whether I collab with Pac or not, most likely he's in the studio with me. You know? And same thing, I'm in the studio with him most likely. So.
So tell us about your mixtape, Remix Kings.
That was Remix Kings, actually. So there was this thing called a Capital Connection because DC, like, it used to be very segregated. You have like 50 artists, and none of us speak to each other.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Why was that so?
It's just like sometimes.
Y'all
like,
were having beefs or?
Like a lot of the people that's there is more so sometimes they don't have a choice. You know, it's like you're from the south side of DC and this person's from the north side.
Did you
like,
need to have a gun?
No. I wasn't even in that situation. But
Okay.
for the majority, the reason why they did the Capital Connection because like I lived in the Maryland area, but it's called the DMV area because it's like the metropolitan DC, Maryland, Virginia. But for a lot of people at that time, even if they wanted to, it's like they couldn't be cool just because it was other factors in the back. Like if I live on this side, you live on this side, and they don't get along, which is before even me and you, let's say even before we're born, like, and that happens a lot in America, you know, like sometimes you don't, like, it's like the gang thing in Cali.
Yeah.
Some people don't have a choice but to be a blood or a Crip because their neighborhood.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know, so.
You know, because hip hop is supposed to be positive, like sharing positive.
That's what it is, but then it's the factors, like when you live in a country that has more guns than people, then it's like, eventually people are gonna start getting shot. So with the Remix Kings thing, it was to bring us together. You know, there was artists like Wale, Kingpin Slim, and this was before he was Wale. You know, he was. What I mean is before he got his deal and all these things. But
Right.
Phil Day, I don't know if Phil Day was on it. Tabby Bonet, just a few people that are known. But like it was about 20 artists that they picked out, and you know I happened to be on it for Volume 1 and 2. And basically each of us had our own individual song, and they released, like, it was nice. It was the thing that was supposed to happen for the city, but it didn't live long just because I believe that the intention of what they were doing it for.
Okay.
Because, like, artists and their egos, it's hard, man.
It
like,
can be crazy.
Trying to get 20 artists to work together. So.
That was like a big job, I guess.
Yeah, especially like a lot of us were like really, really young, you know, like just all of us, you know, the more you grow, you get older, you like realize some of the mistakes that you've done or whatever, and hopefully grow.
Right. So let's move to 2020 because it's New Year.
2020.
Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Great. So we've seen 2020. You'll be doing a lot of Afrobeats because recently you're about to drop. I'm gonna say it here, or should I say it for you, or you say it yourself?
It's all good.
Yeah, you're about to drop a single with Davido.
Yeah.
Called, what is it called again?
Favor.
So why do you think it's necessary to switch from, you know,
Well,
hip hop to Afrobeats? Is it because it's trending, or?
No. So I'm not actually like switching because I'm even on the Favor. I'm rapping, you know, because like I'm not gonna try to out sing Davido. So I'm trying to bridge the gap. Like I still love rap, and it's not even like it's trending. Like I listen to Afro all the time, you know. So it's something that
like Afro is taking over.
It is, and it's a good thing. Like I'm happy for it. And even I hate when people like try to discourage Gambian artists to stop doing Afro or like the Nigerians own it. No, it's African. It's Afro. It doesn't say Niger. It says
so it's
Afro.
Africa.
It's
Afro,
ours, you know.
yeah.
And when it travels the world, like people don't look at it. They look at it as Afro, so it's ours.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it too. It's more so like the only reason why I haven't done more of these type of tracks is the producers, the production. Like my producer over there made that beat, and that's his first ever Afro type beat. And I told him, like, I challenged him. Shout out Sellers. I was like, bro, make me an Afro type. And he, you know, did his thing like 5 minutes just trying. So it was more so like just not having the production, you know what I'm saying, to do those records. But now we're trying to place ourselves in that position.
Yeah. So how did you get the connection, like having to work with Davido? You know, I understand it's not going to be free.
Let me drink some water.
Yeah, please, because you need to, you know, let the cat out of the bag.
No, I'm like, it's not free. Like I said, we're in the music business. But so the Davido thing, it was more like, I came to my producer, I said, yo, make me this type of record. As he's making the record, like 5 minutes later, I was like, yo, stop, hit record. And I just did like a one take thing on it. And there was this song that we made in like 30 minutes. So just playing around, I was like, yo, we should get, you know, this is my first type, this is your first type of beat like this. We should get like a big artist on this, you know. So I was just playing, and I sent it to like one of my cousins, and then I sent it to my manager now, Ibu Tao. And he's like, yo, let's get I forgot what name he said first. And then my cousin was like, no, get somebody big, get DeVito on it. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So I didn't pay it no mind. And, you know, they did their thing behind the scenes and reached out. So when they reached out, they came back was like, yo, DeVito loves the beat, and he's actually in the studio and like he wants to get on it. So
wow.
let's talk business. But before that, I actually, you know, called one of my homies who's cool with DeVito. Like he has a relationship with him, and I was like, yo, bro, find out what's going on, and you know, I don't really like if I'm gonna call the shot, I'm going all the way. Like I don't like too much back and forth. So I'm like, find out what's going on. That's my boy Yash. Shout out Yash. He's Gambian also actually. So he called them and he confirmed with me like, yo, bro, love the song, and he charges this much, but he's willing to, you know, he has a great relationship with Yash and my other
like
people that reached
dollars?
out. Just both people that reached out, you know.
Like how much dollars?
We'll leave it undisclosed, you know, because it was like a team effort.
Why?
You know what I'm saying?
We need to know how expensive this is.
We'll talk about it when the time comes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, but you think there will be time because you're leaving soon?
No, I'm saying we'll talk about it when the time comes, like when it makes sense. Because like the thing with that record is like it was a investment, but it was a great investment because like one, just working with DeVito, it's like even deeper than me. Even when I sat with him, you know, he told me, he was like, yo, like I love Gambia, like I love Coco Ocean, like I love the views over there. And when I was there, I love how the people treat me.
Well, the last time he was here.
I didn't know about him. Well, he loves Gambia. Like when we were talking, he's telling me like he loves Gambia, and he was even asking me like, yo, like you know, you guys got to promote your artists more. He's like, I don't hear about any Gambian artists. Like when I travel,
it's really sad,
you know, and like I told him, I was like, that's part of the reason why we're here. It's not saying to, you know, but we got to make the music travel. It's like we're doing really, really, really good. Like some of the things that we don't realize it, but with ST, Jizzle, all these things they did.
How do you think we would take the music internationally? Because it seems like we've already conquered the Gambian
Because
market.
we have to value what we have. You know, like that's what I was going to say. Like what ST and Jizzle just did is big anywhere.
Well, it shouldn't be just ST.
No, but what but that was an example. Like the reason why I said that.
Yeah.
That was what the example they just did. Filling up there is big
Yeah,
anywhere.
because I heard ST after his event had a shout out from what's his name again?
Yeah, but
Popcorn.
Yeah, but see what I'm saying is right. Even before all of those things, like we have to make it that too. You know, like when something that big happens, like everybody should celebrate it. So the rest of the world can see it too, like that, because that's how they're gonna see it. Like even when like I was watching their shows live, and my American friends were shocked. They was like, "Yo, this is
the crowd is massive."
Like you know, you guys have artists like. I was like, yeah. They was like, yo, this is crazy, and I'm like, that's just like they're doing their thing right now, and that's big anywhere. You know, even for DeVito, that's big. You know what I'm saying? Like because a crowd is a crowd, and love is love.
Yeah.
And when you have your people showing you love, I just feel like the whole package is not complete because everybody's not seeing it the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing that I see. But I feel like the growth is there. The reason why I mentioned those two, that was an example. You know, even the artist that's here, that should be motivation. Like, yo, like we can do this. Because I'm not gonna lie, like 5 years ago, I didn't think that it was, you know, like that amount of support is even here to fill the stadium. What's up, Fly?
Will you give us a snippet of the
favor?
The favor, yeah.
I see the favor. I want everybody to just wait. You know what I'm saying? We shoot the official video.
Man, come on, like you can just drop a little bit freestyle.
You know, just cause look, I don't even want them to, like, even for like the me and him, we shot some more footages in the studio, but I didn't want to give too much because I'm like, I don't want to like talk ahead of making the moves.
Okay, the project.
No, I just want to lock down the video because I feel like it's not gonna be official until we lock down the video.
So what should we expect from the video, out of the video?
Right now, it just depends on location. What I originally wanted was to shoot it in Africa, Gambia, and Nigeria, like some dope, super dope video. Like as far as like, I wanted to shoot it where it's not the typical Africa video. We shoot it and people like, man, this is Miami or LA. Like, how about the private jet go to Nigeria type thing? But I don't know if DeVito's schedule will allow it because he just dropped his album. He's going on tour. So as soon as I get back, I'm gonna talk to his team and we're gonna figure it out. If need be, we'll shoot it in America. And also there's like a cameo that I'm trying to get for the video. I don't even want to say it, but if I get that cameo, I feel like it will change the whole landscape of the song.
Nice. So I guess you'll be shooting with red cam if you
want it to be. Of course. Even my last video was shot with the red cam. We're not like if you look at Moolah Moolah and, you know, my last single, my standard is not going under that from here on out.
Right.
That's why, like I said, I built my team and we're not going back now.
Yeah, because the Incredible, the Bad, I think those were just normal cameras those days.
Yeah, they didn't even have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
but shout out Mo Black. Mo Black shot that.
Oh.
Actually, you know, that's my
shout
boy.
out to you.
Yeah. Hot Ink Media. Yeah, man.
That's great. So let's talk about your playlist. You know, the show is called The Playlist. When you're here, we ask you what music do you love to listen to. Apart from your music, Gambian music, who's your favorite artist here in Gambia?
My favorite artist, I'm not gonna say I have a favorite artist just because I'm taking the music as I get it. You know, I'm enjoying everybody that I've had the opportunity to listen to, honestly. But as far as my playlist, let's say, you said just Gambian or just
Gambian?
Just Gambian. I mean, I guess the ones I mentioned, the likes of Malik, to be honest, like on my playlist, Malik, Pac Mali, of course. I got all his work.
Young and I've been trying to go. Rifle came with a scope. Young nigga posted on the block, pushing dope, pushing yeah. The rifle came with an action clip, and let's go, yeah. Running to the nigga house, get down the door. Oh, yeah. Face on the floor, where my money at? Where that money at? I see it, I want it, I'm gon' take it. I see it, I want it, I'm gon' take it. Have you ever seen a brick of Molly? Have you ever sold a kill coke? Young nigga posting on the block, pushing dope. Young nigga posted on the block, pushing dope. Yeah. Young nigga posted on the block, pushing dope.
Jizzle, I love what he did last year. You know, everything I heard sound good.
Finally, and as you see me now, them they love me locally. My mama pray for me now, the boy international. So if you want come block my way, turn that fire, yo. Finally, yeah. On top, now the boy is on top. Number one, my thing never flop. I see them throwing shots at me like LeBron. Anything I do is big, that's confirmed. Yeah, finally, now they know I'm capable. Getting plenty love, me I feel untouchable. Finally, I don't conquer everywhere. I'm the man of every year. Finally, yeah. And as you see me now, them they love me locally. My mama pray for me now, the boy international. So if you want come block my way, turn that fire, yo. Finally, yeah, finally, yeah. And as you see me now, them they love me locally. My mama pray for me now, the boy international. So if you want come block my way, turn that fire, yo. Finally, yeah.
STG.
See living a life, to grow fire, Spanish La Liga, golo te aje. Lafsa kanimala, dimba dialaje. Timale na da yanga supply yo nyapaje. Ate aje. Sex spare na la peno lyrics solo te aje. Niggas talking garbage, just be no dialogy. Mankulo nakuta manega, kafunyolu siata. Mala hani molaje, na fansol wallom besti. Ndele nauti, ndele nexti. Ni rapal manke contesti, manta fule ndelom besti. Na play game keta chesty, ni niggal keta oversighty. Na future le nata ke brighty, hani wrong tantele righty. This is
This will blow your mind, international on the mighty. Knock it a disrespect, I might, but I take almighty. You take the business, I write it. Now lyrics solar almighty. Me high and I'm flighty. I'm a blueprint, not a copy. Rectify, na aspect, yeah, when I expect, I express, I'm on set, I reflect, yeah, infect, you insects, I neglect, I inspect, I'm a subject, I'm a suspect, it's perfect.
G.
Was going through depression when we met. I couldn't sleep at night, the fan was on, but I still sweat. Hurts to be alive, and all I thought about was death. I was so lonely, the only sound I heard's my breath. I would cut myself and watch me bleed. Pain, I reached the limit, impossible to exceed. Shit, I would've laughed about, now I'm kissing my teeth. You came into my life at the point where I'm in need. Someone to talk to, you gave me an ear. When she wasn't sitting well, you brought me a chair. Even gave up my music career. When everyone turned their backs at me, you showed me you care. Talk to you daily, only one that was there. What I was scared to tell anyone, with you I would share. Gave me courage, built my confidence. Got me prepared, got me gas. I was crying, help me wipe all my tears. Mr. Mornings either woke me or I wake you up. Video called me walking, been to the bus stop. Always joking and laughing, we talk non-stop. But lately your actions got me fucked up. That shit is deadly like I'm playing with a gun cock. Wanted love, not just pussy on my dick suck. Lost my best friend, I got the worst luck. With love, shit. Got me on this emotional roller coaster. Got me heated up, treated like a leftover. Driving me wild, if love's a traffic, use a chauffeur. I swear I can't believe this shit is over.
So what are your plans? Apart from just, you know, the song you're collaborating with Davido.
For 2020?
Yeah, I mean, what else do you have for 2020?
So right now I have an EP that's wrapped up actually. I just shot a video for the intro of it before I left. It's gonna be like the wrap up of just like more of my straight just rap, me rapping, and like the Moolah Moolahs and a couple other singles that I wanted to do, the HOV that I performed at the open mic. I'm gonna release a 5-6 track EP. It's done. I'm just waiting for the intro video to finish getting edited and everything. So I think as soon as I get back in 2 weeks, I'll drop the video with the EP.
Right.
And then after that, we're gonna switch to like the Afro feel ones that I'm rapping on, which the Davido record will be on for the summer, and do 1 or 2 more, and then by the end of the year we're gonna release the album. So the plan right now is just be consistent with the work, A1 videos, A1 production, get better with the marketing, the branding, and then, you know, by the end of the year have more shows outside of just, not even just America, outside of America, outside of Gambia, just, you know, everywhere. We're trying to get on the Afro Nation, like some of the concerts and expand with them too.
So will you be doing this more in US or in the Gambia?
For now, I mean, I'm based in the US, but even coming back this time, I'm trying to position myself more and more to come back and forth.
Right.
So as more work comes out where it makes sense for me to come back and like kill 2 birds with 1 stone, we're gonna do it like that. So that's why I said we just remain consistent with the music and, you know, work with even more artists here, you know, and all of that. Because like at the end of the day, I want to bridge the gap, and it's deeper than me. Like let's say, for example, if I can bridge the gap to where whoever is the top artist here right now, they can get the opportunity, and I can create a network for them to work with a top artist there that can carry our music even further. Like I would love to do that. So like I'm trying to place myself in that position, you know.
Okay.
Not to be the top artist in the game or whatever, but just to bridge the gap between, you know, hip hop, Afro, America, Africa, Gambia, all that. Because I feel like there's where Africa is, like we don't realize it. But like I said, in the song that I started, the open mic performance, like there's no place like home. You don't see it till you leave it. Now I'm feeling like I need it because a lot of people don't realize like how beautiful this place is until they leave. They leave, yeah. Then it's like
a lot of people left. I mean, wanted to leave so bad. Now that they wherever they are, they really want to come back home.
Man, I pray like I really pray for everyone here to get the opportunity to leave.
Yeah,
because I feel like that's how we're gonna change. Actually, that's what's gonna change. Like because then you realize, man, like I had a diamond and now I'm over here chasing like this little.
I know. I recently saw this video on social media, an old Gambian old woman in the UK crying to come back to Gambia.
That. It was sad.
You know, that shows you how beautiful the country is.
It
like
was sad,
people
man.
really want to leave, but then whenever you get to wherever you are, you always remember that, you know.
I mean, like the reality is, you know, like it's the peace of mind.
Yeah.
That's even me. A lot of times, people used to ask me, "Why you come back so much?" The peace of mind.
And
because
then we socialize a lot,
Yeah, and then over there, you don't really have time for yourself. People, everything is go, 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 go.
You're always on the move.
Always, you just, and it's if you don't go, then
who's gonna feed you?
It's not gonna go good. So you gotta keep going. So it's just coming back and realizing life is not all about that. Life is not all about going and getting money and paying your bills and doing that again. And
I know.
That's not what life is about. So it just, you sit down, slow down, you appreciate your people more, your family, and just that happiness in your heart. It's you can't replace it.
So I hardly listen to your songs in Gambia. I hardly hear any radio station play your song. How well will you promote your music, in order to navigate the industry in Gambia?
No, exactly. And that's part of the reason why I came back, because I think since TNN Ladenica and Chill Suicide and those days, I don't think our recent, even me and Smokey Killer, Pac Marley, we haven't been able to, not even haven't been able to, because, for example, I've been gone so long, even you, I didn't, we might follow each other, but I don't know the ins and outs of what goes on. That's why I came back being, hands-on to see, okay, who's doing what, let's deal with the right people. Because it's all about your network. Of course. I can release a song, like I said last time, I released a song before social media, and a month later, everyone that was in attendance was singing it. Yeah. Where I can release it and send it to the person. That person might not be the right person, which has happened before too. People yo, I love your new song, send it. Make sure everyone gets it. All right, cool, and you do that. But that's not the right person. People would just.
So what you do now is whenever you release something, you give it to us. We post it on social media, and then we also take it to the radio station.
Exactly.
To DJs we know that plays Gambian music.
That's the goal.
Spread it for you.
That's the goal. That's the goal. Because that's a big key. The media. Social media is big, but the media and on the ground is different, and once you realize that it's big, and that's what spreads it, and then that's what leads to the shows and makes the shows even better, and then it's like a multiplying effect.
Right. So what are you gonna sign off with?
We're done? No, nothing, man. Basically, I want to wish everybody.
No. Before we sign out, you have to give us a freestyle. I forgot about that. Yeah.
All right. Let me see. What I'm gonna give y'all. See, you've been asking for a taste. All right, I'm gonna give them a taste. I'll be like, look. Soon as I got home, it was on like popcorn, burning their head just like a hot cone. They getting cold feet. They ain't got no socks on. You gotta love me, dog. You ain't got no option. Murder every beat I hopped on, caution hot, and everything that you drop warm. All eyes on me like the Pac song. Got my target on sight, locked on. That's it, man.
Hey.
I got tuned in for the rest. Dope. Follow me at OOZ Did It, OOZ DIDIT, for everything. If you guys want to email me, search for my music, just look for OOZ Did It everywhere. All our new singles, everything is going to be on iTunes, all the platforms, YouTube, subscribe. We're going to build up, man. This year, it's like the time to just build up and make sure, we leave no stone unturned. Man.
Right. So how will anyone follow you if they want to, follow you on social media? Where would they find OOZ?
Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, everything OOZ Did It, OOZDIDIT. Even if y'all want to email me, oozdidit@gmail. Everything OOZ Did It,
Right. That's OOZ right there. That will all to the last letter. What are you signing off with?
Yo, I want to, thank the playlist, everybody out here. Shout out to my folks in the Smiling Coast. Y'all stay tuned. Happy New Year, everybody, 2020. We out here. Stay tuned to Get Guap Gang, man. We're going to do it major this year for everybody, man, inshallah.
All right.
Bless.
I hope you enjoyed this session of the playlist with OOZ, double O to the last letter, all the way from United States of America here in the Gambia to promote his new song that is about to come, and also get familiar with y'all out there. Do follow him. He's lit. He's dope. I'm sure you just heard his freestyle. Also do subscribe to our YouTube channel, to always get a buzz if we're out with another video. Thank you very much, and bye.
yara ñilla domoro ka diaten
boy jannon sikes restaurant
e say nakko be ni na dimbal nimbe domoro kala janno
domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kendema bije luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni adi manda wala de te ka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa e ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery iko fanan be kalele badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo fendin lo dunia kono domoro betama ñillom international o toda number 1
amanke ba domola jandama
e sa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa nakko sa futandin
e oto sa nakko be mu sikes restaurant
dafa na jannamu yat ni manje dorom bija
aban
CK's Restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
ñoo ñëw ak yéen rek skincare plus nara jàkkaarloo ak yéen waxtaan ak yéen tuuti rek si suñu tube suñu baax emuñ rek ci ay diw waaye comme ni ngeen ko xamee rek dañoo yëngu ci ay tube te yënguwuñ nag si just any tube suñ tube bu nekk 5 star jesna la 5 star jesna mooy jesna bi gën a pire moom la ñoo tube palmaan bi gën a fort moom la ñoo liggéeyee buñ demee Bamako ñun duñ dem ci marché bi rek buub indi déedéet dañ leen a jox suñu specs ne leen nii lañ ko buggee nay lañ ko buggee fóot bi nangami fóot lañ bugga pour mu mun a set waaw cuubi skincare déedéet doo ko sol mu di la taxa all over the place ci gàttal ñun rek si cuub dara du doy day des not only dañoo cuub but bu la neexee ñu cuubal la ba pare nag ñawal la ñaw fi mu gën a setee nag rek la ñoo fulee ñetti ñawkat lañ am nañ ñawkati simple nga xam ne xoppati rek mbaa def sa taille basse def sa dagit def sa roba amul benn dawme am nañ koo xam ne moo ñoo dawme jigéen den am nañ tamit special ñawkat boo xam ne ñawi góor rek la ñoo defal nga bugg sa his and hers muy korité muy tobaski mbaa muy ngénte muy takka mbaa nga bugg rek def sa yëkka bu baax a baax daagul ba ñëw skincare plus ñu dimbali la tànnal la cuub fam gën a baaxee ndax sa yëkka gën a foor lii nga ne lan xoolal bi takka la skincare fii la fu léegi yéen tey we're not all about skin we are skin care and the plus does come in so many different ways. Cubantu wuñ de dañ ci bam sap sap
Alright.
Honey, did you remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him.
Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions?
Yes.
But don't you know about Baluwo?
Baluwo? What is Baluwo?
Baluwo is a service that your son can use to send provisions directly to you guys from the shop. And you don't have to worry about the exchange rate.
Tell me how Baluwo works.
It's very simple.
Just log on to baluwo.com and shop, or download the app on your phone. You can shop on the website or using the app to buy online basic products for your family and friends. With Baluwo, you decide what your money is spent on. Your money, your choice. Buy online products for your family and friends in the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria or Mali. Baluwo, better than sending money.